Good evening and welcome to another amazing session of Travelan webinars. This is your host Harnoor Singh for the evening. In today's session, we are going to discuss the beautiful destination of Himachal Pradesh and the latest instant quote feature. Himachal is one of the most visited destinations by Indians and is equally loved by foreigners coming to India. Shimla and Manali are some places which are visited by almost every Indian at least once in their life. This is what I feel. Even in the third wave, when the COVID hit our travel businesses very hard, the query flow for Himachal was not much affected. So today we'll learn about this destination because the business here is very, stable and dynamic, and we can grow here as well. And also we'll learn about the instant quotes feature. So stay tuned with us as we explain in detail about all these features. And now, without any further delays, I would like to welcome the speaker for the day, Miss Charu from Team Trapland. Hello, Charu. How are you?
Hello, Harnoor. I'm good.
So I believe all our travel agent partners are really excited for today's session because Himachal is, one such destination where everybody loves to travel and the query flow remains throughout the year. And
Definitely.
all of the people, like if it's budget travelers and everybody, even from high end to very low budget and solo travelers, everybody loves to go to Himachal. So I believe
Definitely.
partners will be very excited for today's session and we can begin the presentation.
Okay. Let me just share my screen. Is the screen visible?
Yes, it is.
So Himachal is one of the most visited destinations in our domestic destinations. So we'll go through the Himachal step by step. First, we'll explain the how to reach major cities, popular destinations, transfers, major, which is an important topic, COVID guidelines, and a guided tour of Himachal. And then in the end of the session, we'll discuss the new instant auto quote feature, by which you can get auto quotes instantly without any delay, and you don't have to wait for the team to manually quote, and you can get it on your mail. So we'll start with Himachal. So Himachal is one of the most visited destinations, as we said. So it is situated in northern part of the India, and there are many destinations and hill stations like Shimla, Manali, Dharamshala, Dalhousie, which are the main destinations which people visit because of the scenic beauties and all the mountains, and those who are adventurous, they go to trekking. So there's a lot to offer in Himachal Pradesh. There are many states, the state also has many important Hindu pilgrimage sites and many temples. So it is suitable for everyone from kids to elders. So how to reach Himachal? So basically Himachal you can reach by air, by train, and by road. So by air you can reach Delhi, and then you can take a Volvo bus, or you can take a private cab from Chandigarh or Delhi, and even Bhuntar Airport, which is in Dharamshala. So these are the destinations by which you can reach Himachal. And by train you can there are stations at Delhi, Chandigarh, Shimla, Amritsar, and Pathankot, and they can also take toy train from Chandigarh to reach Shimla, and then you can explore the toy train ride and other experiences. And by road you can reach through Volvo bus, private cab from Delhi, Chandigarh, Amritsar, and even we offer from pickup and drop services from Amritsar. So major cities in Himachal are Kullu, Manali, Shimla, Kasol, Dharamshala, and Dalhousie. So we'll go through each destination. So first must visit destination is Manali. So Manali is like the snow capital of India, and there are a lot of scenic sightseeings that you can explore. So the major sightseeing which we offer are Solang Valley, which is at the top of the Kullu Valley, and there are multiple adventure sports you can explore. You can even even a winter skiing festival organized in Solang Valley. So even the snow sports like snow scooter riding and skiing are available at Solang Valley on the location. And then there are local sightseeings like Hadimba Temple, Tibetan Monastery, Van Vihar, Vashisht, and also the clubhouse and Khatot Kach Temple. There are also other sightseeing which we offer, which you can take as an optional sightseeing. We'll discuss them later on. So the popular sightseeing in Shimla. So basically, Shimla people visit for Kufri and for local sightseeing and the famous Mall Road. So Kufri is a hotspot, tourist hotspot for its awesome scenic and sports activities. You can have horse riding there. You can even take another, can even opt for other adventure activities there. So even on the Mall Road, there's a hot spot for foreigners and for tourists, the Mall Road for shopping and for buying the traditional stuff. And other famous spots for Shimla sightseeing are Jakhu Temple, Christchurch, Institute of Advanced Studies, and we even offer the sightseeing to Wildflower. The popular sightseeing in Kasol is basically one night is enough for you to discover Kasol. So there's Manikaran Gurdwara where you can take a look at the Parvati River and even the hot springs, and you can even take a dip into the Sarovar. And there's a lot you can there's a we have a lot of hotels there which offer bonfire and other quality time you can spend in the hotel itself. Then in Dharamshala, for Dharamshala, 2 nights are more than enough for you to discover the sightseeing. So we have McLeodganj, Bhaksu Temple, Waterfall, Dharamshala International Cricket Stadium, and Kangra Fort is also famous in Dharamshala, which people mostly visit during the daytime. And then we have Brajeshwari Devi Temple and Kangra Fort, as we discussed, on the outskirts of town of Kangra. So it's a very small village type sightseeing with Dharamshala. Then we have Dalhousie. Then after Dharamshala, you can move to Dalhousie, and the famous sightseeing here are Khajiar, and you can even go to Chamba district. So there are a lot of sightseeing that you can explore in Dalhousie and Dharamshala. So you can even offer for a separate package for Dharamshala and Dalhousie if you don't want Shimla or Manali to be covered. So for 5 days, you can take Dalhousie and Dharamshala, and you can have a weekend over there, or another, or if any long weekend is there, then Dharamshala and Dalhousie are one of the most popular sightseeings. And then we'll discuss of the sightseeing. So we in Himachal package, when you take, we offer all the major sightseeing like Kullu, so Manali, Solang, and in Manali we offer Kullu, Solang, and Kullu Valley. And if you are taking Kasol, then we offer Manikaran. Then in Shimla we offer Kufri, all the local Shimla, Manali, and in Dharamshala we offer McLeodganj. In Dalhousie we offer Chamba and Khajiar. But there are also some optional sightseeing which you can take, for example, Atal Tunnel. So you can, while moving from Shimla to Manali, you can explore Atal Tunnel at an extra cost, which depends upon the vehicle you have opted for. Then if you are going only Shimla and Manali, then you can take an en route trip to Manikaran while on the way to Kullu. So if you don't want a day trip, or you want to cut down the cost, so you can take Manikaran through en route. Then Rohtang Pass. Rohtang Pass is currently closed till April, but we offer Rohtang Pass as optional sightseeing. Then we offer Sisu Lake, which is located at the top of the Solang Valley. Then so Sisu Lake is a very beautiful place for waterfalls if you want to discover. So we offer these 4 sightseeings as extras. And if you want, you can take them, but the cost will depend upon the type of the vehicle in use. So in all of the destinations mentioned, we have our hot selling hotels, which sell a lot and which are basically economical. So the most famous ones in Manali in 3-star are Mars Resort, Park Residency, and Apple Bud Cottage. So these are the most affordable hotels that we offer, and these also sell really well. Then in 4-star, we have Manali Grand, we have Snow Valley Resorts. In Shimla, we have Woodrina, Narayan by Triund, and Kamna Hill Resort as the most economical options. In Kasol, we have Sandhya, Kasol, and Royal Castle, which are situated just in the middle of the city. Then in Dharamshala, we have Triund Heights, Indraprastha Resort, Deep Polo Club, and Spa Resort. In Dalhousie, we have Beer Valley, Comfort Court, and in 4-star, we have Mount View. So we have a range of hotels, and towards the end, I'll take you through the instant quote feature by which you can even choose the hotels. from 2 star to 5 star. So by transfers, we have 6 options: sedan, Innova Krista, Tempo Traveler, and Tempo Traveler, which is a 16-seater. So we have two options for Tempo Travelers. And Volvo, we offer only from Delhi and for only Shimla and Manali. So if you are a family of two or say four, you can opt for sedan. And in sedan, we offer Etios, Desire, or Accent. So these are the main vehicles in use in Himachal. And the COVID guidelines. So recently there have been a wave of pandemic. So the Himachal state hasn't been much affected in terms of tourism. So if you are double vaccinated, then the vaccination certificate is sufficient. But if you are single vaccinated or not vaccinated at all, then it is mandatory for you to carry an RT-PCR test done within 72 hours. And you can, and even the hotels ask for vaccination certificate and the PCR report, whichever is applicable. So these are the COVID guidelines. As such, there has been no curfew, but there's only a night curfew from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. By which is only on the weekend. So there are not much restrictions in Himachal as of now. So the standard itinerary which sells a lot is a 4-night, 5-day tour in which you are taken through Shimla for 2 nights, and for then Manali for another 2 nights. So we offer all the major sightseeing in this package, and you can easily get this package in 20 to 25K in 3-star hotel. So it is the most selling itinerary as of now, and it is the most economical one also. So there are many best-selling itineraries: 3 nights, 4 nights, 5 nights, and 6 nights. And even you can opt for more than 6 nights. So in 3 nights, we offer only Manali, only Shimla, and Shimla Manali both. In 4 nights, we offer 2 nights Shimla, 2 night Manali, and all the major sightseeings are covered in all these itineraries. If you want optional sightseeing, then you can also opt for them. As mentioned previously, what sightseeings we offer as optional. Then another famous itinerary which sells a lot is 5 nights. So the most hot selling one is the 2 night Shimla and 3 night Manali. And if you want, you can add 1 night in Kasol and then cut down 1 night in Manali. So that makes a package of 5 nights. Then the 5 night in 5 nights, you can also take 3 nights Dharamshala and 2 nights Dalhousie. In 6 nights, we offer these two itineraries. But if you want more than 6 nights, or if you want both Dalhousie and Dharamshala, then you can take the quote up to 7 nights or 8 nights. So now we'll discuss what is the best time to visit Himachal activities and the hotel price range in which you can get the quote. So the best time to visit, if you want to experience snow, then the best time to visit is 20th December to March end. So there's right now also there's snowfall in Shimla, Manali. So there are a lot of people going there because of the snow. Then the season period is basically from 15th April to 5th July, which is the summer vacation time, and then the Diwali time. And if you want to go in the New Year's time, then the perfect timing for it is the season period, 15th December to 5th Jan. Rest all periods are off season. So there we also offer multiple activities. If you are a student group or if you want to explore adventure activities, then we offer a day trek to Jogini waterfall, which is a beautiful waterfall in the valley of Manali and is a popular tourist spot. And it takes you to, like, the trek is around 5 to 6 hours, so you can explore it within the daytime. So if you want, and even if you want to stay 1 night, want to experience camping, then you can take Kheer Ganga trek, which is in Kasol, and the starting and the stop point for this is Barshini, which is in Kasol itself. So you take the cab till Barshini, and then the guide, we provide you guide with a experienced guide, and he'll take you to the trek for 1 night. Then you can do camping, bonfire at the trek point, at the snow point. So it is a trek for 1 night and 2 days, the Kheer Ganga one. If the Kheer Ganga trek, we offer Tosh Valley trek and Grahan trek as an alternative for Kheer Ganga trek, because sometimes because of the snow it gets riskier, so it is not advisable to go for the Kheer Ganga trek as it gets very dangerous. So for an alternate option, we provide Tosh Valley trek, which is a little higher from Kasol. So you get to visit snow-capped mountains, waterfalls, and various scenic beauties. Then is the Grehen trek. So Grehen is a village which separates the old Kasol and the new Kasol. So that is the highlight for the trek. So you get to visit a stream of Parvati Valley and even the river. So these are the two treks which you can take if the Khirganga trek is not valid at the moment. So other inclusions of snow activities that you can take at the site locations are zorbing, horse riding, snow motorbiking. So we don't usually book these activities as these are available right at the tourist spot in the Solang Valley. Then you can opt for skiing. So there are multiple skiing multiple skiing spots in Manali. So you can take it as an adventure sport if you want to do skiing in the snow. Then other inclusions that you can offer, so if you are going for a honeymoon, or if you want a Valentine's package, so we offer candlelight dinner and honeymoon inclusions, and the flower bed decoration depends upon the availability of the flowers. So the charges for this basically ranges around 2,000 to 2,500 in 3-star hotels, and in 4-star hotels you can get it around 3,000 to 3,500. In 5-star hotels it ranges, and the price fluctuate depending upon the type of the property you have opted for. So the price range of hotels. In 3-star hotels, we in Shimla we offer the minimum hotel price is 2,000 to 3,000 for one night, and for Manali we have 1,500. So in Manali you can, if you are taking a 3-night Manali package, then you can get a package within 15 to 20,000 within a 3-star and for 3 nights with a sedan cab. So it is a really economic option for you. So if you want Dharamshala and Dalhousie, the price ranges from 2,500 to 3,500 per room per night. So our hot selling hotels, as we mentioned, are Narayan, Vodrina, Royal Regency. So these are the most selling hotels at Travclan. And even in Manali, we have Mars Resort Park Residency. So we can give you a really economical package for 3 nights, 4 nights, and 5 nights. Then in 4-star hotels, we have we have Shimla, Manali, Dharamshala, Dalhousie, and the price ranges from 3,000, like minimum is 3,000. In Manali, you can get it for cheaper. So we have Kamna Hill Resort and Snow Valley Resorts in Shimla and Manali both. In Manali, we have Manali Grand, Manali Inn, and other 4-star properties you can get within the range of 2,500 to 5,000. In Dharamshala, we have Indraprastha Resort, D Polo and Club. And in Dalhousie, we have Mount View, and again Indraprastha Resort in the Dalhousie as well. So in 5-star hotels, so we currently have 5-star hotels in Shimla and Manali. So in Shimla, we can offer Taj Theog, which is located at the top of Kufri, which is a little far from Kufri as well. So you can have a hill resort. And when we have Oberoi Cecil in Manali, we have Manu Alia Resort and Anantmai Resort as the best selling hotels in 5-star. So the price ranges from around 15,000 to 25,000 per room per night. And in Shimla, it ranges from 20,000 to 30,000. So this was all about the destination that we had. So we'll take you through the instant quote feature. So we have a new feature in the Himachal auto quote section. So these are the itineraries we have. Yes. So we also have a destination guide here for you, which you can offer to your clients, and you can sell Himachal better with this destination guide. So there are 3 nights, 4 nights, 5 nights, 6 nights, and 8 nights. So you can take whichever option you want, and there are multiple itineraries for you, like 3 nights Manali, 2 nights Shimla, 2 night Manali. Then we have 5 nights packages. So these are all the packages we have along with the detailed itinerary. So you can get a detailed itinerary along with this package. So So you can check the price. You can even choose the hotel of your option. Like we have multiple options for 3-star, for 4-star, and then we have 5-star options as well. So you can even choose sightseeing here, which we mentioned earlier, that you can take Rohtang Pass, Atal Tunnel, Manikaran. So you can take up to 2 sightseeing, but if you want more than 2, then you can also put it in the put it on the mail, and you can get a separate costing for it. So the meal plan goes from CP, MAP, and AP, and travel date you have to put here. So usually the most common meal plan in Himachal is MAP plan. So you can take the travel date, suppose in February. Then you have to choose the cab transfers, which you can take 4-star, 4-seater, 6-seater, and etc. And then you have to choose a pickup drop location. So right now we have pickup drop location as Delhi, Chandigarh, and Amritsar, but we also offer for other pickup drop points, which are Dharamshala Airport or even Kullu Airport. So you can take that as well. Then you have to choose number of rooms, number of cabs required. So if you are a group, you can take, you suppose you're a group of 12, so you can take you can choose Innova 6-seater, and then you can choose 2 cabs. Then you have to choose adults, infants. So we have so child below 5 is complimentary, so you don't have to pay anything. Then above 5 to 12, there's a, you can take, usually we provide child without an extra bed. So this is if you have an honeymoon anniversary trip, you can put it over the mail, and you can get a separate costing for the honeymoon inclusions as well. So if you have, or if you have flights are already booked, or you can get, so you can put all these information, and you can get a quote on your mail like this. So your requirement has been submitted. In case the code doesn't get delivered to you, there is a mail which will be delivered to us, and you will be given a manual code in within 4 hours. So these are the top itineraries which you can take, and you will get the code within 5 minutes. So we have for 8 nights, we have 2 nights Shimla, 2 night Manali, 2 night Dharamshala, and 2 night Dalhousie. For this itinerary also, we have multiple, we can choose the hotel range here, Shimla hotel, Manali hotel, so you can customize it accordingly. If you want to take more than one code, that is also viable. So you can take as many codes as you want, and whichever one suits your budget, or whichever one suits your client's requirements, you can confirm that booking with us. So these are all the codes that you can have. An instant code, you can choose whichever hotel you want, whichever sightseeing you want, and all the besides that, if you want any different itinerary, if you want to skip Shimla and you want only Manali and Dharamshala, that also you can put an offline requirement for it. You can submit your requirement, or if you want a trekking trip, you can put this you can put the requirements answer below, and we'll quote you within 4 hours along with your requirements. So if you have any specific hotel requirements also, then also we can quote it accordingly. As of now, we have these hotels on the auto quote page. So I'll just show you. So this is the auto quote that I have received according to the specifications that I mentioned. So it is 1 room and for 3 nights Manali, and it also includes Atal Tunnel, Manikaran. So you can get the quote within 5 minutes. So I've got this quote, and it includes everything. So if you even the terms and conditions and important guidelines for COVID related and other guidelines. So this is the auto quote feature that you can take. Yeah, so that was it about Himachal and the instant auto quote feature. So Hanu, do we have any questions?
Right, Charu. So thank you so much for this amazing presentation. I believe our audience really learned a lot from this presentation, and they'll have a lot of doubts to ask. So audience, we are now beginning with our Q&A session. So if you have any queries, you can keep posting them in the live chat and we'll take them up one by one in the Q&A session. Right. So we have received a few queries. So we'll start now. So the first question is that if a couple is traveling from Delhi to any of these destinations for 1 or 2 days, like a weekend getaway, so what is the most preferred one?
So for weekend one, you can take Manali for 2 nights, and if you want, you can take even Shimla only. So this is the most economical one would be Manali, and if you want to take Shimla as well, for you can make it a 3 night package with 1 night Shimla and 2 night Manali.
Right. So the next question is, if a group of families is traveling together, can you please suggest some good resort which includes all the activities for kids and families? Like within the resort, there are good activities in like pool and everything.
Okay, so in Himachal, there are no pools in 4 star hotel. You can take 5 star hotels in there. So all the resorts that we have are kids friendly, and you can have bonfire at the hotel. We can request it for it. So you can even have, if you are a couple traveling, then you can have candlelight dinner. So there all the resorts that we have in Himachal are kids friendly only, so you can have your whole family with for a weekend or for a long trip. So there's no such thing that the kids are not allowed. So if you are traveling with kids, it's preferred to take a resort. So because of there are first of all, resorts have a lot of facilities, like there are kids playground as well in one of the hotels we have in Shimla, which is the Golden Fern Resort. So there are kids playground, and then you have other activities, like if you want to take a dip in the pool. So that are all the activities that are offered, facilities that are offered in 4 star resorts.
Okay, so the next question is from Travel Buddy. They are asking that they have requested to add separate pick and drop locations. And what if they want to change the pickup and drop location from Delhi to Chandigarh, like drop in Chandigarh and then probably a flight?
Okay. Yes, we can also offer cab services from Delhi and then drop to Chandigarh, and mix and match of all the pickup drop destinations. So you can even have pickup from Amritsar and drop at Delhi. So just like that, you can even, if you want it customized like that, you can put it in the customize. You can put it over the mail, and you can get the quote with your specific requirements.
Right. So I hope Travel Buddy, your question is rightly answered. In case if you have any doubts, you can again post your question or reach out to your ACM. We'll be happy to help you. Right. So now moving to the next question. So the next question is, since there are a lot of options on your instant quote page, which of these is one of the most popular and most selling itineraries?
Okay, let me just share my screen. So in this on this auto quote page, you can see there are multiple itineraries. These are the most selling itineraries that we have on our auto quote page. And if you are confused about which hotel to take, so we also have mentioned with hotel names which you can take according to as we have these hotels which are the best selling ones. So if you are confused regarding hotels, you can take these hotels mentioned, and these are the most budgeted ones. But if you want some higher end, so you can even have these hotels like Kamna, Whistling, and there are other options as well. Like we have 4 star options here in Shimla and Manali and all the destinations mentioned. So if you are asking about which itinerary to choose, that depends upon how many days you want. Like if you want 5 nights, then you can choose any of these itineraries: 2 night Shimla, 1 night Kasol, and 2 night Manali. And we also have another 5 night, if you don't want to visit Shimla and Manali, we also have another 5 night package which is for 3 night Dharamshala and 2 night Dalhousie. So depending upon your requirement of the nights, you can choose the package here. And if you have any another of site location that you want to discover, then also you can submit a requirement here, and you can get a quote on that. So these are the most selling itineraries that we have on our auto quote page.
Right. So now coming to the next question. So the next question is that In case if somebody needs a 3-star hotel in Shimla and 5-star in Manali, so can they receive an auto quote for that as well?
Yes, definitely. On the auto code page only, you can choose which hotel you want in which location. So, suppose you want a three-star property in Shimla and a four-star property in Manali, so that you can get an experience of both. So, you can also choose hotel according to your requirements, and there's not any compulsion that you have to that if you have chosen a three-star hotel for Shimla, then you have to choose three-star for Manali as well. No, it's not like that. You can choose whichever star category hotel you want in whichever location.
Right. So as of now, I cannot see any other questions coming in, but yes, we can wait for another 2 or 3 minutes probably. So, audience, if you have any doubts, this is the time you can keep on asking them, and we are happy to help you. Yes, so the next question we have received is that since you mentioned about Manali and Solang Valley and other inclusions, so do you cover the gondola ride and skiing and other activities in Solang Valley?
No, we don't actually provide. We don't book these activities, but you can get them on the site location only, as they are most economical there. And we don't. Actually, it also depends upon the weather condition. So we can't book it beforehand, and it depends upon the weather. So if there's heavy snowfall, the activities won't be possible. So it's better to take activities and book them at the site location by considering the weather location also.
Right. So we have a very interesting question coming in. The next question. So it is, since you mentioned about the student trips and all and the treks. So do you provide services like a trek for a group of students and like a tour guide or a trek guide with that?
Definitely, we provide group packages to students, and we also provide, like, if you choose trekking, we provide you with all the facilities, which is a experienced tour guide, camping, and bonfire activities, and a trek for depending for a trek. Even you can opt for trek for one night, and you can even take day trek. So we and then if you want transfers also, then you can take tempo travelers. So depending upon the size of the group, you can take whichever activity you want, and we can cater to all of that.
Right. So in continuation to this, we have another question. So in such cases, like in the case of a student group or trek, what are the properties that we offer?
So as we mentioned for if a student group is growing, then it's better to take hotels which are budgeted, as the students group can have budget from 8,000 to 9,000 for the whole trip. So in that, you can take 2 night Shimla and 2 night Manali. So for that, we can offer 3-star hotels on quad sharing. Then you can get a room at 1,000 per person for per night. So the hotels that we offer are Mars, Manali Retreat in Manali, and then in Shimla you can take Narayan and Vodrina as well. So these are the budgeted properties that you can opt for if you're a student group going just for adventure activities.
Right. So the next question is from Balaji Tour and Travel. So they are asking, how can we get a travel insurance cover for these?
So for travel insurance, you have to pay a nominal amount for fee, and you can get it domestic travel insurance covered for all domestic destinations that we cover at TravClan. So you can put a mail for it, and you can get a whole guide for that travel insurance.
Right. So the next question we have is, do we have these treks available in snow time, like in winters?
Yes, so as I mentioned, there are the most common treks are Khirganga, Tosh, and Grand Village. But it gets difficult in snow to take Khirganga trek, as it is the most popular one in Kasol. So for that, we offer alternative options, which are the day trek, which is the Jogini waterfall. Then you can have Tosh Valley trek, and then you can have Grand Village trek. So these are the difficulty level is easy to moderate. but for Kir Ganga, it gets moderate to difficult in snow time. So it is better if you are not an experienced or if you are just a beginner to trek. So you can take these trek in the snow time so that it gets less riskier and you can cover the major destination that, or you can take and trekking experience if you're a first timer.
Right. So I hope we have answered the question. So then we have another question coming in. So the next question is, do we have a negotiable rate for local sightseeing only?
uh, Negotiable rate. So all the packages that you take, we offer all the major sightseeings, but the optional sightseeings that we have mentioned, like in Manali, you can take Atal Tunnel, Manigaran. So the price ranges from around 1,500 to 2,000 for Manikaran if you take an en route trip. But if you want to cover it as a day trip, then the price ranges from 2,500 to 3,000. But if you are talking about the major sightseeing like Solang Valley, we include that in the package as well, and the cab takes you to the site location and brings you back to the hotel.
Right. So I believe all the questions for the day are done and we can conclude today's session.
All right. So I hope all the questions were answered. And if you have any more doubts, you can mail it to me at my email ID. And when you take an auto code, there's an email ID and a phone number mentioned. So you can mail all your requirements on that mail. And if you have any queries, you can ping me on the WhatsApp as well. We also share daily deals for Himachal, so you can message me regarding that. I'm always available at the mail and the WhatsApp.
Right. So so we have one more question before we end today's session. So Mr.
Sure.
Asif Raja is asking, do we have a complete budget package which includes Volvo?
So for currently we provide Volvo for only Shimla and Manali. So you can take Shimla and Manali, and you can get for like a 6 night package. So it includes 2 nights of traveling, 2 nights accommodation in Shimla, and 3 nights accommodation in Manali. And you can get the package in around 18 to 20,000, which includes an MEP plan and sightseeing by Alto car. So currently we are catering to only these two destinations, Shimla and Manali, for Volvo from Delhi only. So the pickup will be from either Kashmiri Gate or RK Ashram Marg, and you can take the Volvo, but it includes a 2 night overnight journey from Delhi to Shimla, and then from Shimla to Manali you can opt for either private cab or you can take a deluxe bus from Shimla to Manali, and then Alto car will take you through a sightseeing, and then you can have a trip back from Manali to Delhi with on the it includes the overnight journey. So it gets a package of around 6 to 7 nights, which includes 5 nights of accommodation.
Right. So we'll be concluding today's session now. So thank you so much, audience, for taking out your precious time and attending today's session. I hope you'll continue to do so in future. Also, if you have any suggestions for feedback for us for any future webinars, you can post here in the live chat or reach out to your ACMs. We'll surely bring those sessions to you in the coming weeks. So stay tuned with us and do join us every Monday and Friday at 4 p.m. So thank you so much. And if you like today's session, do give it a thumbs up and don't forget to press the subscribe button and bell icon so that you do not miss on any future webinars happening here at Trackline official channel. Thank you so much.
Thank you.